Welcome to On the Fence, the show that's about helping you decide whether or not to spend your hard-earned money on the biggest and possibly best releases. Hi guys.
Yeah!
Welcome back to Nintendo's Online. This is why you have to pay for it, to get the good shit.
Plena Lola Lolita fumando una bar.
I don't know what any of that means.
Splattered by depression.
Jesus. So in case it isn't obvious, we're playing Splatoon 3 today.
Yeah. Only big man.
No gods, no kings, only big man.
Let's go see Big
Flagon is best squid.
Let's
Fresh.
go see Big Man.
It's my birthday.
What's up, Big Man?
Which one's Big Man?
The Manta Ray holding the TV.
Oh yeah, I bet that. Didn't even see him. Yes, we are looking at Splatoon 3, the multiplayer shooter, I suppose, from Nintendo.
Splatter,
sure. First person splatter. Nick, I heard you like to shoot your ink everywhere.
I got drip. I got my fresh drip.
Well, we'll get into that.
Your nanny is fit.
Nanny?
Can't hit the button from here.
I already hate this game.
It's great. Nintendo Online is the best.
Nick, what am I looking at? Merch. I'm looking at merch.
I don't have anything to collect. That's fine. So yes, this is Splatoon 3, the third entry in Nintendo's competitive multiplayer shooter genre. Starting with the first one on the Wii U. Sounds right.
I believe so.
Yeah, so the first one was on the Wii U. They released the second one when the Switch launched, and now we are 5-6 years into the Switch life cycle, and we've got a new one.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of just looks like the other two so far.
So I will, from the bat, they have not changed a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Which, to be honest, doesn't matter because Splatoon play is pretty fucking great. We'll start with the single player stuff.
The single player stuff?
Yeah.
Like a story mode?
Yep. So the Splatoon story is weird.
Yeah, I would imagine about squid people.
It's a post-apocalyptic world.
Yes,
where all of the squids have now developed the ability to be human.
Yeah,
squid kids.
Yes.
So then the second game had the story, the rise of something of the Octavarians, and now we are at the rise of the Mammalians. So as you can see, there's all this fuzzy goo around, and if I get too close to the fuzzy goo, I turn into a fuzzball. I turn into Captain Caveman.
You do turn into Captain Caveman, you're right.
So,
Agent 3? Okay.
So I'm Agent 3. Callie and Marie are Agent 1 and 2.
Okay.
Get it? Calamari. There's a lot of puns in this game. So the gist of the story mode in, I believe, all three Splatoon games at this point is they're more like puzzle levels would probably be the best way to describe them. Like, you're never really actively going against like other people, so to speak. You're pretty much just trying to figure out the way to complete the level.
Would it be maybe akin to maybe like a Mario Sunshine almost? I know that's more a collectathon, but obviously, in terms of shooting your goo everywhere,
like kinda, but it's mainly just like sometimes they'll give you a specific weapon. You can do certain things. Like one of the levels I've done was, it's just 60 seconds. Avoid the lasers for as long as possible.
So it's more like mini games almost.
Kinda.
Right. Okay.
And then also some of them they'll give you certain weapons to kind of teach you how to use some of the stuff. Die!
So are those the Mananimals or
the Mammalians? Yes. So for those that don't know, in Splatoon, you are a squid kid, and you have a variety of different weapons that typically involve firing your ink around, and then yes, you can turn into a squid and speed about in the ink.
Spoot into the ink?
Sure, if that's the word you want to use, you weirdo.
So, seems like it's a series of challenges in the story. What actually is the story with the mammalians and stuff?
So you were called into the sewers by... Oh no, my controller's a low battery. You were called into the sewers by Cuttlefish, I think is the old man's name.
I think it's Captain Cuttlefish, because I think I read that when I was looking for the details of the game.
Well, he calls himself the captain of the Splatoon.
Right, okay.
And essentially he's like, yo, we gotta power up your wee buddy. Which, this is my wee buddy. That's not my buddy.
That's definitely not.
Oh, I don't have him with this
Can't
weapon.
use your buddy, Nick.
I don't have him with this weapon, that's why. But essentially, you want to power him up, and then you get kind of dropped into this crater. You can also charge this thing. Yeah, and then that should just be like, well, bam!
What just happened?
It like spoots out.
Oh, right, okay. A lot of spooting in this game, Nick.
Yeah, it's Splatoon. Spoot-toon.
Jesus.
So yeah, these I'm not about like I think the single player is fine. I actually just really don't like this weapon, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It's not how I play Splatoon.
Oh, right, okay. Didn't know you were a pro Splatoon player, Nick.
I mean, I'm not calling myself a pro, but I do play.
Oh, you're talking like a pro, so...
I've played a lot of Splatoons when this came out. But no, it's... The single player is typically just missions like this. Like, you're typically just going like across these platforms and stuff and trying to puzzle your way through them, whether it be just kind of get to the end without dying, or whether it be... I did one earlier that was, like, cover this Maui head as quick as possible in your paint. Or, survive for like 60 seconds as all these kind of shock waves pass through the area. So, like, there is a decent, like, variety in what you can do, or what you have, what they have you doing. And I actually just think these types of ones are maybe the worst types of levels in them.
So, you obviously have the paint crossbow thing. Do the rewards and stuff from the single player carry across to the multiplayer?
Yeah, so, well, there's no real specific rewards for the... Oh, I died. There's no real specific rewards for the single player. Like,
okay.
I can go and unlock this gun whenever I want anyway, like in the multiplayer. And I can, like, the only real thing you're getting is, like, decorations for your locker.
Right.
Which is just, like, a wee social hub thing that you can kind of show other people. The other side of that is then, the main stuff you're unlocking is via your level, which I don't think you actually level up in the...
Single player?
Yeah.
So then that begs the question, like, what is the point of the single player exactly?
I mean, it's just another way to play the game.
Is it?
What's the point of any single player?
But I feel like, there's not... Is there a rewarding narrative?
The story is suitably dumb, and, like, I do love the style of Splatoon. Like, they do some really stupid things.
Just because, like for a single player game, what does he do?
What?
That pose is just like, I'm in deep contemplation about my life and existence. I feel like just with a single player game, though, like you said, like you haven't really said it was particularly challenging. So like, there's a reward in difficulty. Like if you don't unlock things, I just feel like
I do think some of it partially acts as like almost a tutorial. Like it's a good way to try out a bunch of the weapons without ever feeling like you need to actually go spend your like the money and stuff you get from the multiplayer on them.
Yeah.
So like you are kind of showing a wider range of.
Like that's fine. Then I kind of get it. Like yeah, like that is a good way then. Yeah, to play about. It's just, but I always feel like with a multiplayer game that kind of tacks on a single player aspect, like usually there is a reason. So like yeah, for it to act as a tutorial for different weapons stuff that you can use in the multiplayer. Yeah, like I can get behind that.
All right, now we got a better weapon.
So are these the Octarians again? Have we actually seen them in the
No, these are the mammalians. They're hairy. They're hairy.
But it said Octarian.
They're hairy octopus's hands. How fucked is that?
But they said it was an Octarian. Outsmart the Octarians.
I think it's because they don't really know what they are yet in the story. But they are fuzzy octopuses. If that's not fucked, I don't know what is.
I feel like
if you say a fuzzy octopus is quite normal.
No.
Slap you in your face.
Like because it's a play on mammal, I would have thought like maybe make them monkeys or something.
No, I think they are turning the squid kids then the squid people into like whatchamacallit, into
primates or something.
Yeah.
Neanderthals.
Why did you give me a Trizuka?
Why are you on fire?
It's to let me know I have my special.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is the Trizuka right now, but I also don't really know what I would do with the Trizuka right now.
Can you blow that up?
Oh, that just walks
that's a
up,
door. Okay, fair.
Apparently that's it. Oh, God. Go away.
I would eat a hairy octopus.
You... What?
I would eat a hairy octopus. Octopi. Take the shot. Take the shot. Take the shot. Did you take the shot?
Yes. So the way like the ammo and stuff works, obviously because this is not a traditional shooter, is you have an ammo thing which you can kind of see on your back, and then you recharge your ammo by going into the ink.
Yeah. A la Mario Sunshine.
Sure.
Like, this is just multiplayer Mario Sunshine. Let's be honest here.
I disagree with that statement.
But you're right. It's reverse Mario Sunshine because you're making the mess rather than cleaning it up.
Yeah. I'm the guy behind. Like Mario comes in afterwards and clears everything up.
This is the prequel to Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
You're kind of getting messed up, Nick.
I'm good. I did it. So that's the way kind of you get these power orbs. You get these power orbs kind of whenever you clear missions, and you can find them kind of out in the world in different wee containers, and then you use those to clear the furry goo to let you kind of explore more of these islands.
Don't leave your furry goo out and about.
It goes bad in the sun. It's like you see.
Splat you on the flip side.
Yeah.
Ow!
So yeah, so I can power up my
Rockaba.
my small fry and throw him here, and he'll eat that up.
So like that catch you on the splat side or whatever brings me to my next point. I fucking hate this game for its millennial slang.
It's not really millennial. It's just puns.
Drip, Nick, drip.
The word drip never actually appears in the game.
Is that not what?
No, Bunchy and I just call it drip.
I don't believe you.
It never appears in the game.
Show me your character customization screen.
Okay, hold on.
At the next possible opportunity.
Let me unlock some new stuff here.
So what am I looking at next?
So this is your like skill tree in the single player stuff. So as you level up, or as you do more stuff, you get these skill icons, and then
do you get sardines?
Yeah, so sardines is how you unlock each of these wee nodes.
Right.
So I unlock the sardine node. I use the sardine to unlock this node, and then I use the upgrade points to actually get the individual skills inside it.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm like racking up way more upgrade points than I am sardines right now.
And this then doesn't carry over to...
This is just for the single player stuff.
Grand. Okay.
So,
is that a briefcase bomb?
Where?
The second, the down one? Down, that one.
Suit recovery, yeah.
Ah, right, okay. It looked like a briefcase bomb.
My hero suit. Honey, where is my super suit?
It's Samuel Jackson's nowhere near enough swearing.
Okay, so I will jump back to Splatsville. And I will show you.
Hop on the squid train back to Splatsville.
The squid elevator. So
wait.
Well,
what are those?
They're just little jellyfish guys. They just hang about.
They don't. They look sus.
They just hang about.
Look at them dead ass eyes. Nick, so, they're just all nerves.
Yeah, that's kind of what a jellyfish is.
They feel everything.
Same.
Dad.
Well,
that's questionable.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, his design is questionable.
So you've multiple different types of weapons in the game. So you have your ink roller, which kind of lets you do it. You have your sniper archetype. You have your buckets, your paintbrush,
your slosher,
your Gatling guns, your bow and arrows. I think that's just kind of like a
dual wield. Just
no, that's just a typical assault rifle type thing, or a rifle type thing, an umbrella, and then katanas and things like that. And then they kind of all there's upgraded versions that have kind of just a different ratio of the stats that each of them have. I favor the dual pistols because they give you a sick dodge move that you can do, which is nice.
Also, they look like drills.
Well, my ones do, yeah. But you can also get you can also unlock the fucking. Remember the zapper that you get for the Super Nintendo?
Yes,
that's there. It's just the zapper
and zap. 85.
I did not mean to back right there. I always forget you can just fucking quickly go between the shops. So you have that's obviously your weapons and stuff. Every time you level up, I think you unlock a new upgrade token. So as you can see, there's like these ones I have unlocked, and then there's also the ones up here that are higher level.
Between,
But you can, even though they're higher level, you can spend more upgrade points to unlock them now instead. So, for example, if you had played Splatoon 1 or 2 and you knew, oh, I really like this weapon, as soon as you have the like 3, you can just skip the level requirement and get it straight away. If you feel like, oh no, I know I'm going to want this weapon.
so what are these kind of new then from 2 to 3, or
I don't know. I'd never played enough of 2. I never fully played 1 or 2. I played like the open network test they did. This is the first one I've actually bought.
Okay.
I do. Bunch, you would be the man to ask if you want to know which ones are fully new. But the way it works is each one has like a grenade. So you see that auto bomb, the ink mine,
Right,
the splash wall, and then each of them has like a super attack. So whether that be the crab tank, the ink vac, the reef slider, things like that. Then you also have
They all sound like sex moves.
your different types of gear. So you've got hats, you've got clothes, and you got tops, and you've got shoes.
Do they have a different shop for each
Yeah.
type of clothing?
But you can go between them pretty quickly like this. Mana wardrobe.
I do like that.
Mana wardrobe's a pretty good name.
Yeah. But I do like they're acknowledging the fact that you're teleporting between, like going, whoa, shit, fuck.
So you have these. You also have Nintendo's ridiculous online system. You can buy exclusive stuff on your phone using your coins. It's just there are exclusive items on the Nintendo Switch Online app. It's
Cool.
real dumb. I don't know why. And yeah, each piece of gear you get will have a different kind of attribute. So like that has special charge up, and it has slot to unlock one more other one as you level up the piece of gear.
No, so that is cool that like gear is not just cosmetic.
Yeah, and you can re-roll those stats. So if you find a piece of gear that you just like the look of, then you can still re-roll that and get an actual good bit of gear. So we will jump into the multiplayer, as it's now just changed maps.
Everyone ready for some neck rage?
I'm actually alright at this multiplayer. I've done well.
But have you ever done it on a fence, Nick?
I've never played Splatoon on a fence, no.
Well, there you go.
Oh, sorry, I go talk to my cat buddy. What's up? What?
Meow. Meow.
She sells boosts and stuff, so you get like extra experience. And then you get one.
She should sell some fucking beauty cream.
Jesus. So yeah, I got a food ticket there, so I could go buy food off her if I wanted.
You need to take it off.
What's in here?
Why am I bullying a video game character?
No hands. Alright.
Regular battle.
So it's got the same system as the old Splatoon games have, where there are like 2 maps every hour. So like whenever you saw it, the kind of up in the top corner there, it was like a news broadcast happening. That was to let everyone know, yo, the map cycle has changed.
Right.
So I think there is something like, I think there's about 12 maps. But yeah, it cycles through 2 different maps every hour.
So I saw regular battle. What other game modes are there?
So there is regular and there is anarchy. Anarchy is the ranked mode.
Okay.
So, but you only unlock that when you're level 10. But it's not this. So in the regular battle, Splatoon has always been, cover more area of the arena than your opponent.
Yeah.
Have more of your paint at the end than they have of their paint. The ranked mode, I believe, has a bunch of other stuff, so it could be like it rotates game modes throughout the playtime of the map. So it could be like, oh, there's King of the Ring now. There is whatever else.
They've invaded your area. Hurt them. You
So-
splatted Francesca.
Yep.
What'd that do?
So that is like a sonar I have.
I thought he was going to take you down there. I was like, no, don't kill him. So, is it always green versus pink?
Nope. So the colors change every map.
Okay.
Every time you play, you get a different color. Oh god. Yeah, so that's the reason I like the dual wield stuff, is because you have that wee dodge roll that I don't think is on any other weapon.
I feel like you're wrecking them.
Splatoon games can change very quickly, I will say, which is good and bad, I feel like. Like, it just takes like one of their team kind of sneaking in behind and starting to clear out the where we started to kind of really turn the tide of a game.
Is that sponge?
Yep, so you can shoot that and it grows bigger. So you can kind of use that as advantage.
They're painting your area now.
Yes, I know there's low battery. Ah.
Get splatted. Ouch.
Oh, we've not really covered our base, so I'll not actually hyper jump to someone.
Yeah, I was going to say, he can run out in the middle.
So I feel like that is the optimal strategy, is that you get to the middle first, because every time you respawn, you'll start back here, and you can kind of...
Go back out.
Yeah, you can, like, work your way back out. But I think the best strategy at the start is to, like, create a path out for everyone else to then, like, follow you up and do what you need to do.
And shoot your goo.
Yeah.
So there's no actual indication of who's winning until the very end then?
Like you can look at this map whenever you want
okay.
and see, but like yeah, there's no like straight up percentage until the very end.
So like I feel so like the roller that I've seen some of the guys have, is that the weapon or is that
That is a weapon, yeah.
So it's not like a task to cover more ground or anything?
No, it is just a weapon.
And all your weapons double as your damage dealer and also
Yes,
your paint.
Your painter,
mechanism.
yes. Oh.
Blah 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 blah. Gammer.
See, I know some people swear by the
Paint roller.
no, like the motion controls in Splatoon. Bungie being one of those people. I tried it. I did not like it particularly. I thought it felt like crap.
Well, how does it work? Like,
it's just a motion control. Like it is gyroscopic aiming, so you move the controller to move your.
I would not do that in a first person shooter. If you got wrecked.
I think we lost.
Yeah, that made that seem a lot closer than it actually was. See, that's weird to me. Like that there's no kind of like immediate feedback as to who's winning.
I think if there's a certain percentage difference, you'll see up along the top where it kind of lists several weapons. Like one side will say danger. If there is like a certain percentage difference, I think you will get some indication to be like, yo, you're falling behind. But other than that, no, I think it is just a case of you can always look at the map and get a rough idea, but there's never any other way to see a specific,
You're the MVP of your team though?
Yep.
Not of Bash Bros.
Oh.
That's Alex.
What?
Yeah.
Why is it Alex?
Because it's Alex. You're saying Alex isn't the MVP?
I'm not.
Right, Alex, you hear that? I know you're going to watch this episode.
No, he won't.
He might. So, do you want to jump into another match?
Yeah, I'm in the lobby.
Oh, are you?
I'm waiting.
Oh, you're matching, right. You're low on... Oh, never mind.
Battle time.
Oh, you're right.
I don't think I've ever seen this map before.
Yellow and purple.
Yep.
Gold and purple. So what is... Right, is there kind of like strats, like legit strats in this? Like,
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there are probably people who take it quite seriously, as there is any multiplayer game. Oh god.
yeah.
But like my strategy is, I just kind of duck and move. I splat and move. Which sounds disgusting.
Skeet then yeet.
Skeet and yeet, yes. But no, like I don't take it too seriously. It's a game about painting at the end of the day. So why the fuck?
Squid Kids.
Yeah, why the fuck would I take it seriously?
I know you probably don't really use the voice chat if there is that option, but have you noticed any?
No, I don't think
toxicity.
So I don't even think there is open party voice chat.
Is there not?
I think it is all just like
in-game.
You are playing with people, so you will voice chat.
Nice shot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, me and Alex made that pretty toxic in Rocket League.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Nice shot. What? Have you any kind of complaints about the gameplay so far? Like, 'cause to me,
like the gameplay or the game?
Like because the overall game, obviously, you'll probably get into in the wrap up. But like, so far, I just see a lot of the same. So, like for me,
it is simple, but I would also say, show me a Nintendo game that at its core isn't simple.
Yeah.
Like, it is Nintendo's MO to make accessible games, and I think in their own way, they have 100% made an accessible multiplayer shooter.
Nice shot.
That is technically family friendly because you're never really killing people.
Like, We opened up on hi guys.
You know what? Like, you can turn off all those
Yeah, I think you should if you have
community
kids.
feature. Yes.
Absolutely, you should if you have kids.
So you see, like if I die, I can actually then just be like, okay, rather than spawning at my base, I can super launch to one of my teammates.
Is that once per match?
No, you can do that whenever you respawn.
Anytime,
Like
right.
as many times as you want as you need to respawn, you can.
So
And hot tip that I found out from Bungie, it is only the horizontal services that count towards the total.
oh, so like the floors and stuff.
Yeah,
like
so
the
like
walls
there's
though?
no point in me splatting that wall because it doesn't really count towards. So it helps me get up the wall, obviously, if I need to climb, but it doesn't count towards the overall total.
So each game's what, 5 minutes long?
3.
3? Flip, that is short.
So the 3 minutes, it's 3 minutes for this mode, and then I think it's 5 minutes in ranked. But then, like, yeah, your objective is constantly changing in ranked.
Oof.
Splat each other.
Yeah, that's the side of a
Yes,
good
you see
healthy
there,
relationship.
it says danger in the corner there because yeah, they are a certain percentage behind us. I think.
Right, okay.
I don't know what the percentage or anything is, but I think that's the kind of the intent is. You know, you're falling a long way behind, so you are in danger.
I definitely feel like these guys were not that great. Did you win?
Well, it's fine.
Are you winning, son?
Good guys or bad guys?
What happened? What? How did that happen?
What?
Like the far right hand side.
The circle?
Yeah, but it's
someone
not
probably just
random.
got like threw a grenade or something.
Why did? Oh god, I hate it. Yeah, I hate it so much. You look like you're about to drop the crappiest.
I'm about to drop the fucking
album.
sickest beat.
Nick, is there anything else you want to show us before we jump ahead to the review?
No, not really.
Okay. Nick then will continue to play some Splatoon 3. Nearly fucked that up. And while we jump ahead to his final thoughts and opinions on the game. Nick, I have a question to ask you.
What is that question?
If I was on the fence for Splatoon 3, what would you say to me?
As you mentioned kind of at the start, like on the outset, this does look the exact same as Splatoon 1 and 2. And honestly, it is, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Like, at the end of the day, they're competitive shooters, so you do always kind of want to be on the most recent one, but the Splatoon formula works, and it's worked very well, and like it's been an instant success as like it definitely feels like out of all the new things Nintendo has tried in the last decade or so, like it has stuck the hardest. Like it was recently announced like it had sold 3.4 million copies in Japan alone in its first couple of days of sales, so people obviously wanted more Splatoon, and I think this is more Splatoon. It looks fantastic. I love the style of it. It is a fun, accessible shooter, and probably calling it a shooter is maybe overselling it in the fact that it is just a fun, accessible multiplayer game that Nintendo they have Nintendified a multiplayer shooter genre in a way that makes it, it's not about kills, it's about possession almost, or like territory and things like
Nick, it's about ink.
yeah, it's about ink, and like I think that is a very smart thing to do to almost kidify that sort of genre, because like what are the other options for multiplayer shooters? Like they're all gritty,
Modern Warfare.
like military shooters. There's nothing like Splatoon out there, and I think it really shows. I would highly recommend the game. I think even for non-shooter players or people who aren't really that into multiplayer games in general, I think it's very, very fun. Like, I'm one of those people. I'm not really into competitive multiplayer games, but I have an absolute blast playing Splatoon. I think it's one of the most enjoyable multiplayer experiences I've had, especially competitive multiplayer experiences I've had in a very, very long time, and I would highly recommend it.
Nintendo knocking it out of the park again, Nick.
Yep.
Wait till they introduce the Breath of the Wild competitive multiplayer. They'll be all over that.
If someone wants to make Breath of the Wild Battle Royale, that'd be fantastic. Imagine those mechanics in like the Breath of the Wild world. Fucking incredible.
So that is Nick's thoughts and opinions on Splatoon 3. Currently and only available on Nintendo Switch, ranging from approximately 40 to 45 pounds. Amazon is 42, Argos 44.99. Yeah, so in and around that price bracket. Thank you for joining me, Nick.
No problem.